little bit into the shade here. It is a beautiful day. It's the 27th of September, ready for the official launch of this podcast, vlog and blog tomorrow for Monday Moodscope. And I want to do a little bit of something different for the video as compared with the podcast and the blog. The blog and the podcast, they dovetail. You see, I found this in a local shop. It's 100 random acts of kindness as a scratch-off poster. How cool is that? And this is prize for those of you who are in the UK. I'm going to send one of these to one of you at random who shares and comments on the post. So we get a bit of interaction going. So why am I doing that? Well, today's theme is what to do when you're hungry. And I'm not going to mention the C word, but we're all around the world sharing a common enemy at the moment, an invisible enemy that's caused 27 trillion, that's right, 27 trillion pounds of loss of working hours around the globe. 27 trillion. So whoever caused this virus really needs to... Anyway, let's not go down there, because the subject is what to do when hungry. And the obvious answer is eat something. But my meaning is, I'm really hungry for a hug. I'm a tactile person. And in the blog and in the podcast and in this vlog, I'm going to recommend the 5lovelanguages.com, I think it is, where you can take a free quiz to find out which of the 5 languages of love really defines you. And what you'll get is a blend of the 5. You won't go, oh, I'm this type, oh, I'm that type. You'll get a blend of your various strengths. So some people like to hear how much they're loved. You write them a poem, you sing them a song in tune. Other people like gifts. Other people like recognition. Other people like to be touched. And when I trust someone and I feel safe with them and I'm not tense, I'm a touchy-feely person. You haven't got to talk to me. Just give me a hug and everything will be all right. Fascinating thing is, if I'm tense, don't touch me. Don't touch this. But that's just part of my point for today's vlog and blog and podcast. You see, I've seen your future. And I know that your future joy depends on something. Your future happiness, your future peace, all depend upon something that I'm going to share with you because it's been shared with me. We are at the cusp of autumn now. This season of mellow fruitfulness. Winter is knocking on the door, as you can hear the knocking in the distance there. I think we'll just use that idea. And the fruit that we're seeing on the apple trees and the vines where I walk regularly, the English oak vineyard. All this fruitfulness depends upon what we did in the spring. We are reaping now from what we sowed earlier. And that's something we have to have constantly in mind. If you want to reap a harvest, you have to sow well in advance. So if you're not getting anything, if there's a specific thing that you need or want or desire at the moment that you're not getting, you need to sow for that now so that you can have that in future. As a touchy-feely, I'm in a difficult position. I can't touch my friends. We can't shake hands. We can't have that nice professional cheek-to-cheek. It's not allowed. It's not permitted. And so I'm pretty limited to the physical contact I can have with people who are in my bubble. My good old lady Penelope, the lady that puts a roof over my head, she's not a touchy-feely, but she's in pain. She's worked for so many years at Asda on her feet that there's damage done now, and she's approaching retirement and she's paying a price. So what I'm saying is, let's sow what we want to reap. Let's do our spring now for our future autumn. Call this the new spring. For the new autumn, it's going to be spring in the southern hemisphere, isn't it? So there's always spring somewhere on earth. So what I can do is, Lady Penelope loves to have her feet massaged. Even though she's not a touchy-feely person, it relieves the pain. So it's obvious. If I want to have my head massage in future, not from Penelope, this is a key thing. You don't sow where you need to reap. You just sow what you need to reap. So the back massage I'm craving, the head massage doesn't have to come from where I sow the seed. but I'm going to give her more foot massages than she's had before to demonstrate affection and appreciation, but also to sow for the future harvest I want. So let's go back to your joy, your happiness, your peace, your hope. How can I see your future? You see, what we need to do is to do to others what we would have be done to us. I'm not sure about my English there. In the future, never expecting it to come back from the people into whose lives we sow. Now, this is the golden rule, isn't it? Do unto others as you would have them do to you. But it's so often misunderstood. A lot of people interpret it in two wrong ways. First wrong way is, I will do to others what they have done to me. Well, that just perpetuates the cycle. And the other one is, I will do to others as long as they do X, Y, or Z. Now, both of those are very low energy commitments that don't work long term. And I'm committed to your long-term joy and my long-term joy. Your future happiness and my future happiness. The future loves that come into our lives, our future peace and our hope. So if you want hope, you sow encouragement. And you sow encouragement into the lives of everybody, including the nasty ones. And this is where we're going to have a clash. I can see this in the comments already, because we've said this before, and what you've said back to me is that you need to look after yourself first. If you want to give your life to other people and you neglect yourself, you'll pay a price. I get that. And I half agree. Let's see where we go with this. There are 7.8 billion people on the planet. Now that means that in the 7.8 billion people, there are bound to be 144 people who will synergize with you, and symbiosis. Symbiosis is this amazing thing where two very different organisms or two very different people work together for a better good. It's like 2 + 2 = 5, 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. You are better off for being kind to them. Now those are the people we're looking for, and we're only looking for 144. Why 144? Because that's all you can cope with at a deep level. They've done the science and the research on this. The relationships we can maintain at any degree of sophistication and depth is only 144. Now, do you think in a world of 7.8 billion people rising, so your chances are rising even as I speak, do you think you could find 144 people who give as good as they get, who energize you as much as you energize them? I think we're on to a winner, don't you? I think Moodscope's got like 30,000, 37,000 people that get the emails. The chances of finding friends in Moodscope is very, very high indeed. So there's a double thing here. What I think we must do is, regardless of them, we must commit to sowing what we want to receive in our autumn, this being our new spring. So if we want joy, bring joy into somebody's life. If you want love, share love into somebody's life. If you want friendship, be a friend. If you want kindness, be kind. Win the poster. If you want peace, be a peacemaker in somebody's life. So that's one. The second thing is to recognise synergy is that better together. Working together, we get a better outcome, and symbiosis is the other Greek word for it. Biosis, biology together, shared life. Let's look for our 144,000. So if you find that you've got an energy vampire, a mood hoover in your life, you keep giving, you keep being the one that makes the phone calls, etc. Let's minimise the time we give those people. Let's keep giving, but pull back. And let's ask the universe to send us those 144 souls, tops, maximum. I don't think I could cope with 144, to be honest. Those 144 souls who, when we love them, it doesn't drain us of energy. It actually elevates our soul. It feels good. We've got a mad cat round here. He's not my cat. He's not our cat. He seems to love us. It's pretty one way, is it? Well, he gives a lot of love back as well. It's really good to give love and time and attention to him, expecting nothing in return, but I'm not depleted energy-wise. There's something about that relationship. People with dogs is often the same as where you give to the dog, dogs often give back. So we're looking for some symbiotic, synergistic relationships that energize both parties and bring you to a position where you're better off for being connected with that person. And we're going to go for the golden rule. We're going to do to others what we want to have done to us in future, not necessarily by them. We're not going to do to them as long as. We're not going to do it just to the people that are kind to us, because that's pretty basic, isn't it? It's pretty human. I want to bring out the superhuman in you. My friend Kim Searle, amazing lady, has this catchphrase, be more you. You know, and if you're kind to the people that are kind to you, so what? Everybody can do that. If you are generous to those who are generous to you, so what? If you lend to somebody expecting to receive something in return, that just makes you like a banker, and I'm really not that keen on bankers. So let's be more you. Let's be the best versions of ourselves that we can, and go the extra mile. And if somebody is unkind, be kind. If somebody gives bad service, give a good tip according to the service you'd like to receive next time, because hurt people hurt people. I don't want to fix the whole world. I want 144 people in my life, but my tribe, where we love to be together. And I'm going to close with that very, very famous quote that you know I'm so fond of, that goes along the lines that people are going to forget what you did. They're going to forget what you said to them, but they will never, ever, ever forget how you made them feel. I am committing to making you feel more you, to be more you. I am committing to making you feel joyous, loved, hopeful about the future, encouraged on a daily basis. Is that because I'm a righteous dude? I hope so. Thanks for tuning in. I look forward to somebody winning this random acts of kindness scratch off poster. Ooh, and also, I want to hear about your love language. So if you do the quiz, it's free. I did the one for single people, so we all have the same basic quiz. There's 4 quizzes there, I think. Let's hear about your dominant language of love so that we might know how to appreciate one another. This is Lex McKee for Moodscope and my friends on LinkedIn and Facebook. Usually for Motivational Monday, this Mindset Monday, this Moodscope Monday. I'm shutting up now. Thank you for your company.